Hello and welcome to another free e-learning tutorial from dakinane.com. This is the second tutorial in the Merge Cube tutorial series that we're making here, and today we're going to look at the Merge Cube environment and adding and editing objects from the gallery. First of all, I want to point out the scenes feature here that I didn't show in the last video. Here we can add extra scenes, which is a really good feature. If we right click on the cube, we get this menu up, and there are some options here we can explore. The first thing we'll look at is the transform. This allows us to change the position and the rotation of the cube on the screen, and there's some other options here like the appearance. If we click on this, we can look through some of the options here. We can set the opacity of the cube, and there are other sort of inbuilt features. We'll click on the squares or the bricks here, I think. That's it. So we can just close this now, and we can look at these other options around here. So if we look around here, we look at the show the labels. Now these are really important to help us orient which label we're going to place stuff on later on. You can switch them off again by right clicking back on the cube at any point, but knowing which face you're working with is really important. So to right click and then you just hide the labels once you know what you're doing. So that's good while you're editing work. Again, if we right click, we can view on the inside, so it's possible for you to, when we get into the coding, to have certain actions that will switch to the inside-outside view. Again, all of these are obtained via the right click. So what we're going to look at next, again right click, and we're going to put this back to the original merge cube. We'll leave it there. So now let's add some content to the merge cube. We're going to click on the gallery icon down here in the bottom left, and I'm going to click on some characters. Going to scroll through until I'm going to find a character I want, and then when I find the character I want, this guy here, you just click and drag him out onto the stage, and you can see this menu appears. So I'm just going to orient myself around the screen so we can see what's going on, and then I'm going to click on the object again, and then these menus come up, but you'll see the circle at the bottom. We can do some moving around of our object here by clicking and dragging. Oops, hang on, click and drag on the surface, and you can do some basic rotations as well, but most accurate work happens with this menu up here. So we want to change the scale at the bottom right hand corner. If we click on that option here, again you just click and drag, and you can scale the object up, which is really good. And then we can lift on the y-axis up and down with this option here. We can then move on each individual axis by clicking and dragging, and the axis you're working on goes to yellow, as you can see, and you can move accurately your objects around the space. And finally we've got the rotate option here. Again, you click on the axis that you want to rotate him around. You can actually type a number into this square, or you can rotate freehand as you see fit. So now we've seen that we can do some basic actions with our object here. We need to start attaching them to the cube. So just like the cube, we can actually right click on our object. So if we right click on this guy here, we can see we get a whole bunch of other options that we can look at, and we'll just go through all of these now. But I want to put this guy onto the cube. So I'm going to click on the attach option, and you can see these faces light up with these blue circles. And you just click on the object that on the face, sorry, that you want the object to appear on, and he's then accurately put on the screen for you, which means that you've now got your object on the cube, so it's in the right space for you, and you can start building up scenes on each object. We'll right click again, so look at some of the options here. We can animate. They got a lot of the characters have got inbuilt animations, so we click on some actions here. You can scroll down, you can experiment with all of these, but this just shows you the kind of things that you can do. So I'm going to click on run, and we can see now that my guy is running on the cube here, and we can click on the play option in the top right, and we can see what that looks like on the cube. So if you're holding the cube in your hand, this guy will be running on the top face. Okay, right click again. What other options have we got in here? Well, we can change the color, so we can actually start to edit the character a little bit. So we're going to change the color of his pants, choose red. We can choose the color of his shirt. You know, simple editing going on here, which is nice to see and do. And then we can just look at what he looks like and keep going on. We'll change his hair, I think, this time. So we can just use the full palette here, so you can choose any color you like, and then you can slide for the tone that you want as well. So I'll just choose this kind of orangey yellow colour here. In the next tutorial we'll look at coding, but for the meantime, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.